So I'm going to leave that there. And this one is the one that's going to come over to the side instead of the pink. So you'll see that it'll change the look of it a little bit. And then you can then make a decision. And you can actually go to this side if you want, but for some reason I always choose this side. And then decide, do you want it right next to it? Do you want it a little further? I'm going to put it a little further. Look at this. I'm going to show you this one. I think I will. First I'm going to start putting these other flowers in. So in your kit you will have a lot of flowers. You'll have white flowers and rose flowers, and I even give you more choices than what I put on here. I give you a few extras so that you can fill it in if you want or not. And so I'm going to be adding the flowers all the way around here. Okay. So you grab all your flowers, and the first flowers that I usually put is I'll usually choose a color that is a little bit contrasting. So I put in all these white flowers. Aren't they pretty? And I put one of these, I think. But I put mostly these little white ones and this one large pink one. So I gave you a variety. And these ones have little bits of wire on the bottom, and you decide if you want to cut it a little bit shorter or just leave it there. And they are pre-made flowers, and they sometimes tend to like bend and shape the different ways. So what I do is I just start tucking flowers. I start tucking flowers, and then I decide, you know, just put some glue on this one. Because I knew I was going to glue this side, I left the wire on it. And I put it underneath the large flower. I kind of do a little tuck. There we go. And in my design, I have like 2 white flowers along here, and they'll actually go well against this pink. So many times when you're doing something, since this is a very domineering color, this pink flower, putting white next to it with a little bit of green is actually a good choice. And see, they're sitting there. I'm going to leave them sitting there. They're not, they take a while to dry. So now I have these pink ones. They're beautiful. They also have a wire on them. And the wire's short, so you can just, like I said, you can decide to cut them. And then I'm going to decide where I want to put that and how I want it to look. So this flower is kind of leaning this way, and so I actually want to think about placement of how I want it to look. And I like that right there. So I'm going to put one here. Placement. And I'm still gluing right over that fishing line. If the fishing line ends up still peeking out, I'll just cut it off later. So I'm trying to look at my thing so I could make it similar to what I had. And then when I came over this way, and I added oh look, right here I put the big one. Where's the big one? But I think I'm going to save the big one for later. And so what I do is I actually think about how domineering colors are, placement. I make sure that when I'm putting the flower on that I lift up my other flowers. If I want this little bit of green to peek out, so I make sure it's peeking out. There's no right or wrong way to add these on. You'll see that this one's going to end up looking a little bit different than the other one. And I give you extra purple. I think I end up giving you 4, and you'll have this choice. They're kind of firm, but they still look so beautiful. And they're still on the wire, so you do need to cut the wire. Well, I had to go look for my wire cutters because I have a lot of bling in my boutique, and I've been using them to get it ready. Let's see. So I also had added a little bit of purple along this edge. So like I said, I think I'm going to put it right here. But I also, when I added the purple, I also looked for a little bit of purple in the color to make sure it peeked out. So for instance, this piece right here has some purple on it. So I'm going to make it peek out so that you can actually get just a little bit of purple from the fabrics that have purple. Some of the fabrics have purple, that color. Here's one. I just kind of pull it up. I just think that that helps the colors to come together. So those are just things you think about. I think about anyways as I'm putting it together. So here I'm going here and I'm just lifting up the petals because I want to make sure that the green ones are up. And you can either put the glue on here and then stick your flower in like that. And can you see how pretty that looks? I'm gonna bring this up close so you can see. I'm just placing flowers right next to each other. Okay. And I'm going to stop here because I know I have other things I add on the side here that I probably need to put underneath the next batch of flowers that I do. Let me show it to you. So these are the things I have. I have this spray, and this will be in your kit. I have a little small pink flower. I have, right here I have one of the bead sprays. I actually glued it down. They're the ones that look like this. Okay. And then I have this. So since I didn't put the bead sprays on the bottom, you'll have beads, extra bead sprays, so you can put more than one there. Put 2 or 1, whichever you want. Okay, so I'm going to grab those things. I'm going to grab the spray. How do you apply these? You can take them and attach them to each other, or you can just apply them individually and gluing them down. But remembering, we're going to actually put them here with flowers on top of them. So can you see how pretty that looks already? It just kind of gives it a nice, and then you can later on bend these the direction you want them to go. And for me, I'm going to add 2 bead sprays, and I think I'm going to put this one on top. The way you attach them is up to you, and I love these bead sprays. I'd never had bead sprays before, and I just love them. They're just... Okay, so this is what I came up with. Yours can look a little different. It can look a little different. You can attach it differently. But when I did mine, I decided to glue the main spray down, the main part of the spray, because I felt like it needed it. So right here at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and snip it right here with, I'm using just wire cutters. And these are cheap ones. I think they might even be Dollar Tree ones. But your Dollar Tree, the Dollar Tree needle nose pliers will also work to snip that. So I'm snipping it and leaving it all together because I'm going to place it right here, and I'm still going to put a few more flowers on top of it. And after you attach this, so I'll attach this main one right here because I decided I wanted this to go in. You can also make it go this way if you want, if you prefer it that way. But this was my design, so I'm going to put it the same way. Okay, so I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on this. And I will be putting flowers on top of it with glue. So let's stick it in where I want it. Let it sit. And remember, you can always add glue. It's harder to take it away. So again, you take your wire, snip it. And I'm thinking this rose the rose, you look at it and you look at the best way it will lay. So if I lay it this way or this way, and I can see that it naturally is laying this way, so that's what I'm going to use, and I think I'm going to stick it right here. And it's a pretty large one, so I'm going to kind of tilt it up a little bit. Now I'm going to show you this one, and I'm going to show you how it looks a bit different than this one, and that is okay. All right, see that side by side, similarities, and that. But when I design, that's what I do. I can make changes and move things around a little bit. So you can see here, I placed this here, then this here, and you can see how there's a little bit of difference. And as I have extra flowers, I may look for a place to fill it in more. So on the other side here, I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of more flowers, and then I'm going to add some more flowers here. And then we'll add the other one. Let's see, I think I'm going to, since this, oops, where's the big flower? Did I drop it? There it is. Oh, yeah. So here's this one. Decide which way you want it to look. I like it this way, I think. Okay, so I'm going to place it around here. Now we're going to put more flowers in. Because this is cream, pinks will look good next to it. And then there's white here. So let's, I haven't not put them in yet. I'm looking, that's the place that has the biggest space. I'm going to actually put this right on top of that right there, I think. So you decide, do you want them all there? I'm thinking I might put one over here. Now I'm going to think about this side too. This side I have, let me show you. I have some flowers coming up, and then I have a pink, one of those pink things again, those little ones. I have these little things which will be in your packet, and I have one of these, but instead of this, because we'll put most of it on the bottom, I'm going to use the other bead spray I have. And decide where I want it. You can even take this bead spray and cut it if you want. Like, let's go ahead and do it so that you can see that it's possible. I think I'm going to cut it like here. Now it's 2. And then take this part right here and twist it downward. See, now I have 2 small ones. So a lot of times the bead spray is going to be what helps you. You want to put it down first. You can stick it in. I think I want it coming out this way, so I'm going to put it right there. But I need to trim it a little bit. And put some glue. And I'm putting it before I put all the flowers in. I can add the flowers after. And since some flowers are going on top of it, it doesn't. What happened to the other one? It fell underneath, right? It'll pop up. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm going to put it aside because I think that I want to show you how you can still add it later. Now I have another lavender flower. I have 2 more actually. So you can decide if you want to use them both or you want to put it on a project. I put another one that looks like this and then one that looks like this. I love these little flowers. Aren't they cute? And I'm just going to use it kind of like a bead spray, I think. And I know I had another pink one. You can make your own bead spray. Put one up, high, twist, and twist. Put another one low if you want. twist, twist, twist. I'm trying to make sure I put my everything in the camera. Okay, and now decide how am I going to attach that. I think I'm going to put it right in there, snug up next to this rose. Let me show you. So next to this rose right here, I'm going to snug this up right here and glue that right there. And then I can actually make some, you can always make changes afterwards. I actually think that maybe I want to put it a little lower. Let me try it over here. Well, see, this bead spray is right here. What if I make them going this way? I think I like that. I think I like it there better. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. You can change your mind. You can place them a little bit, but it's a matter of just placing them in the places that you want. Okay, and remember they're on wires. After it dries, you can adjust it. Okay, now let's see how many more flowers we have left. I have this. We still have this one. Okay, it looks like I gave you 6 pink flowers of these organza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have one more. Then I give you 3 white flowers. 1, 2. This is the third one. Then I give you 3 of the purple. 1 like this and 2 like this. You can decide if you want to bring in more purple. And I add other things in there. You can decide if you want to use them or not. I might, I may not. I'm going to glance at it after I'm done and I might add these. And I give you 4 of these pink ones.